Hello, sweet souls. This is your part 2 for July 15th. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. Now, part 1 is somebody is going through so much misfortune. They're riddled with addictions, and they're still trying to lash out at you, project on you, which is creating more misfortune for them. But you, the good news is you're learning to master your mind, and things are paying off for you. Whether they're in the 3D yet or not, they are coming out as the Nine of Pentacles, which is building something on your own and it prospering. Current energy for July 15th. I don't know if this is going to be a spinoff, but we'll see. July 15th. July 15th. Obstacle. Advice, and then the outcome. Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is you. Standing your authority, speaking your truth, going after what's true to you, and calling in multiple wishes, standing your ground. Some of you could have online work, you could be traveling, but transformation is occurring for you. High Priestess energy, using your spiritual gifts to plant new seeds for the greater good. For the greater good. I love it. Current energy, somebody's in heartbreak. The obstacle is there's no more confusion or illusion. They're being seen clearly. You see them clearly, and others are seeing them clearly. The advice for this person is they need to cut out whatever they're engaging in, whatever relationships that are toxic, whatever behavior is toxic. The outcome, if they want to get out of mental anguish, this is what's required of them. This is what's required. So let's see. Tell me, Holy Spirit, about this heartbreak. Tell me about the heartbreak. Three of Swords. Yeah, the blockage is they thought that they were going to join forces with this third party from part 1 for financial resources. The blockage is this third party brings them no peace. They feel stuck and they feel they can't escape. This was a bad decision going into this marriage, this family dynamic. They did it from a space of ego. And now they're being hit with the truth of what the consequences are from that reckless action. The obstacle is there's no more confusion and illusion. Yeah, there's a whole community of people that know whatever you've been speaking, this High Priestess energy, they're well aware that this person made this reckless decision for money. They're aware of it. Because they're aware that this person is greedy. So it's all coming to light. The advice this person needs to cut out the bad behavior, the bad relationships. Advice. Speak the truth, which this person does not. See, this person has continued to attack you with a forked tongue, lying, slandering, cyberbullying you, and they're going to go through the tower because of it. They've been warned. They've been warned to tell the truth, to speak the truth, to stop with the bad behavior, but they refuse. So this is what's happening. The outcome, if they want to get out of mental anguish, they need to do what they're being guided to do. I also feel that you are not in mental anguish. Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're focused on a passionate new beginning. You're moving on. You're investing in what you're passionate about. New opportunities are coming in. You're committed and devoted to a new beginning, a new path. And this person is continually trying to battle you because they're mad at themselves because they screwed up. They messed their entire life up due to greed, taking reckless action into a dynamic that has only brought them hardship. Now, you have divine intervention here. You're calling in a perfect match. From part 1, we saw the King of Wands. You are coming out as the Queen of Wands, someone that is just as passionate as you, very spiritual. This is a spiritual bond. And so whether you have this person in your life or not, this person has been trying to interfere, to block it, to interfere with it. Your past person. Nine of Cups. Your wishes and dreams are coming true. The Star and the Nine of Cups again. The one that carries the light of God, that one that that spreads love and kindness to the world. Your wishes are coming true. How beautiful is that? Yeah, you're receiving your blessings because you did the healing work. This is your new beginning, your new start. All right, let's do another round. This person's heartbroken because they joined forces with a third party, and the blockage is there's no peace, there's no harmony, they feel they can't escape, they're just heartbroken. Please clarify the Three of Swords. Wow. King of Pentacles in reverse. They're heartbroken because it did not yield any financial reward that they expected it would. This person sits in the Four of Cups, feeling sorry for themselves because they made the wrong decision and all they did was miss an opportunity with you. The obstacle is this: no one is confused about what has occurred. There's a whole community here that knows you spoke the truth in the High Priestess energy, that this person went into some sort of commitment for money because they're greedy. And everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. Obstacle. That's why it's an obstacle. Obstacle. There's a whole community that is starting to recognize, this came out on the fence, that there was lies, there was manipulation, and there was illusion. There are people that are starting to do their own research in this person and the stories this person has told. And so this is in part why this person is surrounded by drama. No one believes them. No one believes them. Yeah, this person was chasing money, and now they're in regret because they're in mental anguish. Nothing has worked out. The advice for this person is they need to cut out the bad behavior, the bad lifestyle, the bad partners. They refuse. The blockages, they want to continue to try to bully you, lie about you, and you don't care. And this is why they're going to go through a tower. Advice. Advice. Yeah, this is the person from your past. The spiritual realm has guided them to be accountable, to apologize, but they're too deep in their ego. So they're deep in their ego, don't want to humble themselves to apologize, even though they know they've done you wrong, and they are staying stuck in a loveless, dysfunctional family dynamic as their judgment, as their karma, but refusing to be accountable. I thought I dropped one note. Nine of Swords in reverse. You are not in mental anguish. You're following your passion. You're committed to a new path. And this person is bitter because they screwed up and they ruined their life. You made the right decision. Divine intervention is happening and you're aligning with people that are perfectly aligned for you. Feels like romance, but it could be a business partnership or friendship as well. Nine of Swords in reverse. Your creative projects are paying off. You know, it's because you're doing what you love, you're doing what you're passionate about, that you are going to reap the reward from these efforts. Yeah. You're going through transformation, and this greedy masculine or feminine that made a bad investment, things aren't aligning for them. This was the marriage or long-term commitment they went into. Yeah, where they're not receiving. They're not going to receive anything in this marriage, but more hardship, more financial loss. You're protected from this tyrannical energy. With Nine of Cups, the star is being blessed with multiple wishes. Nine of Cups. Yeah, because it's attached to what you're passionate about. Ace of Wands. A gift and blessing from God. God presenting you with an opportunity that brings in so many wishes. And this person that's been trying to be sneaky, keep secrets, they're just stuck. They're stuck. Unable to move forward. Just stuck. You learn to love yourself. You learn to protect your energy. And your wishes are coming true. We got Nine of Cups 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. 3 times. That's what we got. Yeah. You have new opportunities for financial gain. You have victory. You're taking a brand new leap of faith, new love, new soul contracts, and a new cycle beginning. Two of Cups, perfectly aligned. This can be romantic partnerships, friendships, business partnerships. You are perfectly aligned to create this new reality that is beautiful, that yields positive results. Why? Because you have the energy of a healer that wants to be of service to others, to give to others, to love others. Not because you're greedy, but because you have a true desire to help humanity. That's exactly why. Let's do some from the Answer Oracle and see what we get. Let me clear out a space. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I love you. Please share the videos, like, and subscribe. And I am scheduling for this week, maybe next week. I'm not sure what's going to be available. Just check the schedule if you're interested. And if you're interested in meeting new people, you can check out Astrodivity. So let's just see from this deck what we get. It's just really unfortunate. You know, it's one thing to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But to sit in that energy of vengeance because you are mad at yourself for making a mistake and try to lash out at someone else, I don't know how that could ever make sense. Not only that, but they're already going through misfortune. What do we need to know? Yeah, decline, fade, aging. You know, this person feels like an older person. They're not getting any younger. They didn't have the time to take this type of gamble. It's giving me the energy of someone hitting rock bottom and being forced to start over at 50, 60, 70 years old. That's what it feels like. This is someone you've cleansed from your energy. You're not going to allow this person back in. Yeah, you always had pure intentions. You operate with humility and virtue. You help others out of the kindness of your heart because you love people. You want to help people. Yeah, you embrace the energy of peace and you protect that peace. That's what's important to you. And you're determined. You have belief in victory. You're not going to stop. So whatever this person thinks that they're doing to try to interfere, it's not going to affect you because you're too determined. Yeah, this person that's been trying to block you in the star energy is going to have a wake-up call. Going to have a wake-up call. Yeah, they view you as a threat because their false narrative, you go against their false narrative. Not only that, they're falling apart financially and you're prospering. So it's embarrassing for this person. That's why they view you as a threat. Yeah, there's a turning point happening in this person's life. And it's connected to the cheating and the misleading, the lies and the illusion. And we can see clearly, everyone already knows. They have the clarity. They know. This person took a gamble. And it blew up in their face. Yeah, they could be trying to seek guidance with exam. They failed the test. In reverse, they failed the test. This was a divine test and they failed it. Yeah, they're not on the winning team. Cooperation, it says acceptance, listening, teamwork, and win-win. No. They are on the losing team. You know your worth and you're in gratitude for every blessing in your life, no matter how small or how big. Glory favors the brave. Yeah, you had to move forward alone and step into the unknown. You only had your faith in God. You couldn't see clearly. You didn't have all the answers, but glory favors the brave. And you are brave. You didn't cheat. You didn't lie. You didn't go into connections for money and try to throw people under the bus and destroy them. No, that's not what you did. This is why you're being blessed. Now this person feels lonely and empty because they are being forced to watch your seeds grow. They're being forced to watch you prosper, have limitless possibility and potential. It's because you operate according to universal law. You do harm to none. You stay in a high vibration. You stay in the energy of love, and you're of service to others in some way. Well, there is an important date. Somebody's birthday could be coming up, birthday, holiday, or an important day. The blockage here is their jealousy and their distorted sexual energy is blocking them. Something is happening around someone's birthday or anniversary that is creating the blockage. And it has to do with jealousy and inappropriate or distorted sexual energy. You are still coming out as this star energy. Sorry, that already came out. You are coming out as someone with terrific results. Great moments for you. Yin yang. You've balanced your masculine and feminine, and you have good fortune. You know, this person is trying to build up the courage to come in and be flirty with you just so they could betray you again. Yeah, they want to force their way back in. This person's very controlling. They want to block your abundance. They're not going to be able to get back in your energy. So I don't know how they think they're going to do this. You co-create with God. God gives you the answers. God gives you the heads up, the warnings, and the instruction on what action to take. Yeah, you know this person keeps secrets. You're focused on helping others, guiding others, supporting others, teaching others. That's what you're focused on. Yeah, this person, they're a distorted emperor energy. They took reckless action due to addiction and it's being exposed. They feel cursed. And it's going to keep getting worse because they're coming against someone that is protected. They're doing it through lies and gossip, harassment, and you're operating according to your destiny, what God has planned for you. Yeah, this person's going to be rejected. You've rejected them, but they're going to be rejected by others. Could be rejected by their own family. This could be someone you have a family with. It looks like what's being delivered to you is transformation as it pertains to your passionate projects. This is a new beginning. This is you reinventing yourself, bringing in a lot of growth because you had courage. You took a leap with blind faith in a new direction. You knew what this person was doing. You were perseverant. You freed yourself from this energy, and now you will have prosperity. That's amazing, and I love it. All right, is there anything else we need to know? Let's do a couple from the angel, and we'll end it here. Angel guidance for the beautiful collective. Angel guidance for the beautiful collective. You're in this assertive energy. You're confident and courageous. You know what you're meant to create. You're moving forward. No one can get you out of the energy of taking action. Yeah. Assertiveness and confidence, what I just said. You pay attention to the signs. You know where you're being led. So somebody that's unawake isn't going to be able to get you off your path. You're focused on being in joyful energy. You're calling in a new contract, whether this is a marriage or business contract, you're going to see steady progress. Someone that wasn't operating according to universal law, the blockages, they're not honest, they're deceptive. This is the person that is going through so many financial constraints. This person was following a fantasy, this daydream, and what they desired. They didn't care about the consequences or who they hurt. They only wanted what they wanted. You know, they're saying if you are needing guidance, to just ask the spiritual realm. They're going to give you the clarity that you need. This person that was chasing a fantasy, going after their own desires, they did it at the risk of or sacrificing their own children and their partner. They did it because they thought they were going to receive a shower of abundance. Yeah, this could be someone you had a family with, and you had to clear out certain family members from your life because they were too toxic and low vibrational, and you were guided to do so. You had to let go of certain people from your past because they were too low vibrational, dark energy. Yeah, you had to block certain relationships and accept that this is what it had to be. They would cause too much interference. They would affect your peace. They would affect your prosperity. Yeah, you're in the energy of grounding yourself and moving on, going after new opportunities, cleansing your energy, and accepting the abundance that's coming in because of the hard work you put in to heal your heart and to expand your heart, to extend that loving energy to others. You could be called to open your own business. You are receiving trustworthy guidance, so pay attention. All right, this is your second reading. I love you guys so much. Have a blessed day, and I will see you on the last reading. Bye-bye.